Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Jason. I'm a Course in Miracles student and a channeler. And I wanted to come on today to tell you that tonight will be the first live Q&A channeling for my membership site. So it's going to be an hour-long channeling, and you can bring your questions and I'll call in the guides to answer them. And so that's tonight. That's part of the membership. So if you'd like to join the membership, I'll include the details below, and it should be fun. And then I'd like to talk a little bit about A Course in Miracles and channel a bit. And so first of all, A Course in Miracles. I'm on page 407 or lesson 232, and we're going through defining terms. So the terms are forgiveness, salvation, peace, the world, and sin. What these terms mean, and they have all these meditations based on them. So salvation, what is salvation? It's a promise by Source that you're going to find your way to Him at last. That's it. That all of these things we're going through, in the end, we're just going to find our way back to love, back to Source. And I wanted to read a little bit of this here. Here we go. I'll just read it from here. Here we go. The thought of peace was given to God's Son the instant that His mind had thought of war. There was no need for such a thought before, for peace was given without opposite, and merely was. But when the mind is split, there is a need of healing. So the thought that has the power to heal the split became a part of every fragment of the mind that still was one, but failed to recognize its oneness. Now it did not know itself and thought its own identity was lost. Salvation is undoing in the sense that it does nothing, failing to support the world of dreams and malice. Thus it lets illusions go. By not supporting them, it merely lets them quietly go down to dust. And what they hid is now revealed. Okay, so I just wanted to share that today. And also, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of repeat that seems to be happening. 3 or 4 years ago, before the world craziness happened, a lot of things were happening at that time, and it seems to be that a lot of the similar things are happening in my life. They seem to be happening again, and it just seems to be a repeat. When I see them, I think, what? That's interesting. That's just like that. And so it seems to be that we're on some sort of repeat, unless we maybe shifted timelines, and maybe we're on a different timeline now, which would be pretty interesting, that we all went through that timeline and experienced all of these things, and then now we have grown a lot, and now we can go back to that time and then create it again, or something of that nature. I'm not sure. But so what I would like to do is I'm just going to channel. I'll keep this short today, just channel and see who comes through. So here we go. Greetings. Yes. Hello. We are what you might consider to be an alien race. We are not necessarily, and we do not consider ourselves aliens. We are just what you might say here for the show. There are many of us from different universes and different galaxies all over. It is a wonderful meeting place for all of us. And we are here just to witness and to see the beauty of everything that all of you are doing at the moment. We are here if you need us, but not necessarily. That is not our reason for being here. We are just witnessing the beauty and the wonder of what it is that all of you are doing. You are all creating a new world. You are all creating a new world, and what you are doing is becoming what you might call a textbook for all of us on all of our worlds, on how to deal with an ascending planet such as yours, with beings such as yours who have the DNA of so many different species. You are amazing creatures, and we are amazed at your ability to be able to move in this environment that you are in. Not only are you in a third dimensional environment rising, but in addition to that, you have all of these mind controls that have been put on your mind, and You have been placed in a very, very confusing place. And even though you are in that place, you are able to thrive, and you are able to still maintain your ability to have hope and to create. You're still able to create in these very, 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 very trying times. And we commend you on that ability. We are amazed at this, and this is something that we are learning from all of you and your use of your amazing emotions, which are something that we do not necessarily have as much as you do. And we are amazed at that power that you have with your emotions and your ability to create. You are such creative beings. And so what this being has asked, we came in because we thought we might be able to help. As we are just watching, we are not a part of the ascension of your planet. We are just only in the sense that we are learning from it. We have been called down by the protectors, you might say, of your planet and of your galaxy, called down just to research and just to try to understand what is going on, because this is a very, what you might call, historical moment in your space-time continuum. And so we would like to talk about time, because we are very, very interested in time, and time is one of our main research focuses for us. We are what you might call scientists. We don't call ourselves scientists, but we are very, very in depth. We research time in depth on our planet. Time is a very, very interesting idea, and how it shifts and changes, and how it is just a perception, but it is so much more, and it is a wonderful, wonderful tool. And we have spent, some of our scientists, you might say, have spent lifetimes studying the idea of time and how it works and how it can be used to create and foment change and growth, and for example, your ascension at this time. And so what this being is saying about a time slip, about changing a timeline. This is, yes, a very interesting idea, and this happens all of the time. This is a very this is a very common thing on your planet and on most planets. You are shifting timelines, sometimes 3 or 4 times an hour, and even on a grand scale, even on your Earth scale. And a lot of you have been becoming more and more aware of your true history, you might say, and of what is truly going on your planet, and on the truth that there is only love and that there is only peace. This concept of that is in most of your religions, this idea of illusions, of the world that you see as an illusion. And this is, a lot of you are coming to the place where you can experience this directly, and not in just an intellectual state, but you're able to experience it directly. And this is part of the ascension, is being able to directly experience these things, and not just to know them logically. A lot of the times with these matrix worlds where you are here and you have made an agreement to find a way to break out of them, a lot of that is dealing with moving away from thinking here and moving towards thinking with your heart, moving towards a more heart-based and love-based philosophy. And that is what a lot of you are moving slowly towards, a more love-based philosophy. And as you move more closely to this, you're able to experience things more in a very direct way. And once you experience them in a direct way, it changes you. It is very hard, almost impossible, to go back to the world that you were in before, where you experience things from here. Once you experience it, it is a life-changing experience. And so many of you on your planet have opened your heart. You have opened what you call your heart chakra. We love this concept that you all have, which is very beautiful, and this will shift as well. And this is what we see. This is another one of our focuses, our research focuses, is your what you call chakra systems, and how it will be changing with this ascension. And so it's very, very interesting for all of us. Now, yes, so time. And you are opening yourselves up to this direct experience. And as you do, you shift the timelines and what you're doing with this love. Since love is all there is, it is the only truth, and since you're opening yourself to the only truth, a lot of the timelines will start to collapse because you are only in that of love, and that is the true timeline. You see? Love is the true timeline. That is the place that you're going. And once you are in a place of love, once your heart is open to this place of love, then all of the timelines collapse. And then you are into the timeline of love. And there is enough of you on your planet at the moment who are open to this timeline so that you have shifted. You have shifted the entire timeline of this planet over to one of love. So you might experience this as these what you might call the tumultuous years on your planet. Your planet has had many, many tumultuous years, but these past few years where you have been shaken, your foundations have been shaken. And this was, of course, by design, in order for all of you to realize where you were. You had to be shaken a bit out of your old foundations to realize the foundations that you were standing on, and that's what that was all about. But since you have woken into this frequency of love, and you have opened your hearts to this love, then that timeline that you were on before is gone. It has disappeared. It is not there anymore. You are on a timeline of love, moving towards love. So you will be shifted back to before all of that happened. But the beautiful part about all of that is that all of that shaking up has happened to you. But now you are strong, and now you are able to go through those years, as you call them, again. But this time with love and with an open heart, and then all of these illusions will just fall away. And this is the learning experience that you are entering upon. All right, so that was very interesting. All right, guys, so yes, if you're interested, please join tonight, 8 o'clock Japan Standard Time, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put the details below. And cheers.